Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So, we are in May, and it's the 15th, 2026, and what we have in this tunnel here is we have some early peppers and tomatoes are growing in here. Now, these were planted out, when were these put in? These were put in about a week ago, and we have our greenhouse plastic here, and it has the steel rods that my dad bought from the scrapyard, and we attach clothespins to it, and we have boards laying on it to keep the plastic from the wind from blowing the plastic off. Now, this is giving us an early start on our crops here. We do have a lot more peppers and tomatoes, but we wanted to get some in early. So we went ahead and we gave this an experiment and a try here. And we've had temperatures down in the 30s.
Down to 30, straight 30.
Okay, we had temperatures down to straight 30 degrees. And what we do is when the sun comes out, we open this up, and then it's closed before the sun goes off of it, and that helps trap the heat in there. So this is working for us so far. It's giving us an early advance on our peppers and tomatoes. The rest of them are in the greenhouse still waiting to be planted out. Another thing that you can do to help keep the heat in one of these is you can take milk jugs. You can take a jug like this. This is a 1 gallon jug. This was a milk jug. Rinse them out, fill them up with water, and you can put them in that enclosure. And the sun will heat these up, and during the night they'll release the heat off of them. It's called solar heating. So that is another option, that you can put those in there around your plants with that, and it'll help keep it warmer in there. So another thing that helps is this heavy duty landscaper's fabric. This helps to warm the ground up, and that is down in there with those plants. So that's also helping to warm the ground up, and it helps hold the heat in. Our weather this year has been a really big roller coaster, and we had days where it was up in the 80s, and then it would be back down in the 40s and the 30s, and that does not work for tomatoes and peppers. And we did have frost, we had freeze warnings. So this has really been working well for us here. Now, one thing when you do this, you want to make sure that your plants are not touching the plastic. So you want to make sure that your hoops are high enough, and that your plastic is high enough, and that you have your hoops wide enough that the leaves of your plants aren't touching the plastic. And I know that people say about the walls of water, and we used those years ago. The only problem with those is they're only so tall, and usually what would happen is our tomatoes would grow out over top of them, and then we would get a late frost, and it would take the tops of the tomatoes out. So that's the issue with the walls of water. The rest of the plant was okay. It's just whatever wasn't covered by the walls of water froze off. So this here, you can make your height as high as what you want, providing that your posts are long enough, and it seems to work very well from what we're seeing. Now, I don't know how it would work if it would snow, and I don't want to find out. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I will give updates later on as this continues, as we continue with this experiment here. Now, they are calling for it to be in the 80s. I believe it is tomorrow. So this definitely will be open so that our plants do not get too hot. But this is a great way to get your stuff in early. So I hope that you found this video helpful. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. I'll try to put a new video on. Thank yous for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.